Assalamu alaikum, guys. It's me, Salam Sabi, and I don't know if I'm too close because I'm using the camera from my cell phone, and I'm just making a short video about my Niqab experience, and um, I'm going to try to keep this really quick. Overall, I had a wonderful experience. I felt very comfortable in my niqab. Um, I went to the masjid and I did a little bit of shopping. I bought a few hijabs and I bought a few pins and I bought it's this really pretty, it looks very ethnic and it's like I put my small Quran inside of it. So I just thought that was really, I'm trying to see if you guys can see I'm just playing around with it because I can't see what you guys are seeing. But overall, it was a pretty good experience. Um, I was shocked how at ease I was. I thought I was not going to feel okay in it. But after I got used to breathing under it, it wasn't even as bad. I wasn't even as hot as I thought I would be. I think it's really important to find fabric that you can breathe in rather than fabrics like what I have on now. It's actually, you can wear it in like a couple of different styles, and it's also see-through, so I had to wear another headscarf under it. Um, as it gets hotter, like I wouldn't advise that you wear anything too thick because you just got to try to find a way to work around the whole see-throughness of your outfit. Like I'm just glad that the mouth part, which is like, I know it's sagging because I don't have it on tight enough, but like here, it was pretty good. Like it stayed stiff and it didn't really move. Um, it kind of destroyed a lot of the ideas I already had about niqab. I have no problem with wearing this. Of course, when it gets up to like 90, I may not be singing the same tune. I'm sorry. Like the nose area is sagging because I didn't tie it up hard enough, but I had no problems. Bad experiences. Um, One man, he saw me and we were driving on the street and he proceeded to beep very loudly while he drove beside me, and he was pulling down his window and saying something, but of course I wasn't paying any attention. I didn't care what he had to say. So one thing, I wasn't really around non-Muslims. I was around more Muslims. I did go. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. I'm touching this area because I'm not used to it, so it's still kind of weird. I went to Bank of America to cash a check, and I showed them my ID, but it was in an Islamic area, so right next to the Islamic shopping center. They had absolutely no problems. They accepted my ID. They took my thumbprint, and I mean, it was perfectly fine. So I was just really excited about that fact that they did not ask me to take off my niqab. They showed me my ID. I even offered to show, extra ID just in case. They were really nice. And so that was shocking. So my banking experience was really, really good. I probably shouldn't, look, it's going down. I probably let me just hold on to this part. I probably shouldn't have told you what the name of the bank was, but I did. Oh well. But I was kind of scared. And like, of course, I mean, I, people stared at me, and I think that's something that you just have to kind of get used to. I even had men come on to me, which I thought was kind of disgusting and very disrespectful. Non-Muslim men, that they just want to know what's under your niqab. And men who are Muslim and are used to seeing the niqab, they know how to look for the shape of your bottom and the shape of your upper body, I will say. So once you're culturally used to the niqab, people tend to try to find other things to look at, to turn them on. It just kind of says, well, some men will just be men. I had a man who, when I was getting out of the car, and he was like, "Hey, honey," and I was like, "Who in the do you think you're talking to? Like, stay in your lane." And my friend who I was there with, she was like, "You know what? You act real natural with your niqab on." She's like, "You're not playing with it a lot. You seem really normal in it." And I felt fine in it. The only time I did feel odd was when I was back on my side of town and people were like literally about to hit another car to stare at me, of course. But overall, it was a pretty good experience, and I think it's, I'm staring at my reflection, and it's like, ho, 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 because I got my finger pressed against my cheek. But guys, it was pretty good. So, but that's just because I was around more Muslims and I wasn't on my own. So I'm most definitely going to make another video when I go out on my own and to more places that are not Islamic. Another thing was when I went to the masjid, people don't realize there's more hijabis than there are like niqabis. I would say out of all the women, and it's a pretty large masjid, I was probably 3 women in there who had on niqab. Everybody else had on just normal hijab. So people act like it's really a big deal when it's not even that many sisters wearing it. And really, at the end of the day, if someone wants to cover their whole face to show how they feel about God, then that's them. Even before I became, it's just people, I don't care if you wear a clown hat. If you think that's going to get you closer to God, do it. It just doesn't upset me if you want to wear niqab. So guys, I'm running out of time. I'll probably make a part 2, but overall, my experience was positive, and I had a lot of heads turning. I remember I turned around, and this woman was staring at me, and she was like, with her mouth wide open, and that's basically it, guys. I'm about to try to turn this off by using, well, hold on, let me see. I'm trying to turn this off.